Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today. So let's start with Bryan Danielson has been credited as one of the most technically sound and gifted in-ring athletes of the modern era. While it was his WWE tenure that brought him immense fame and recognition, he recently opened up about something he lost during that time. The American Dragon revealed in conversation with his wife Brie Garcia that he regretted missing a lot of time with his father, due to WWE's 300-plus day schedule on the road, putting show after show in various cities. Bryan did mention that while he had a lot more free time to spend with family during his tenure in the Indies, he did not have the same luxury in the global juggernaut and missed out on a lot of things he had planned after his schedule slowed down. The husband-wife duo discussed the sensitive topic during the latest edition of the Nikki and Brie show. Bryan Danielson said on The Independent, "I had a lot more free time and freedom to be with my family. I lost time that I would have had with my dad, and then he passed away. When I thought when I was done with all this, when my schedule slowed down and all that kind of stuff, I'd be able to get to spend more time with him and that sort of thing. So I thought, when I'm done with this run, I'll be able to do this, and then I wasn't. In the last years of my life, I barely got to see my dad." Bryan and Brie got married in 2014 and went on their honeymoon right after his monumental world title win at WrestleMania 30. It was during that time that he lost his father, Donald, but as many would remember, he did appear on the same night on Raw honoring his craft as a way to pay tribute to his dad. What are your thoughts on Bryan Danielson's opening up about missing time with his father? The next story is about Paul Heyman is set to be honored with induction into the WWE Hall of Fame. The announcement, made by the AP on Monday, revealed Heyman as the inaugural member of the honorary class. The induction ceremony is scheduled to take place on April 5 at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, a city synonymous with Heyman's groundbreaking work in ECW. Reflecting on his illustrious career, Heyman expressed gratitude for the recognition but emphasized that he still feels he has much left to accomplish. "I consistently feel like I'm just getting started, and I'm just figuring this out," Heyman remarked. Despite his remarkable achievements, he views his body of work as incomplete, driven by a relentless desire to continue pushing boundaries and achieving new heights. Heyman's journey in wrestling spans decades, starting in the 1970s when he served as a photographer for Vince McMahon Sr. in WWF. He later made his mark as a manager in WCW before revolutionizing the industry as the creative force behind ECW in the mid-90s. Heyman's innovative storytelling and unparalleled vision cemented his legacy as one of the most influential figures in wrestling history. The decision to hold the induction ceremony in Philadelphia, the iconic home of ECW, adds an extra layer of significance to Heyman's induction, honoring his profound impact on the industry and his enduring legacy in the city where his revolutionary vision took flight. What are your thoughts on WWE inducting Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame this year? The final story is about the spectacular audience in the Greensboro Coliseum witnessed one of the most memorable sights in the history of professional wrestling as the icon Sting wrestled for the final time in his career and left everything in the middle of the ring before riding off in the sunset. The franchise of WCW teamed up with his longtime AEW ally, Darby Allin, to defend their AEW World Tag Team titles against the notorious duo of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks, on AEW Revolution pay-per-view show. Sting and Darby arrived at the site of one of the most iconic matches in his nearly 4-decade-long career with his sons to stop the AEW EVPs who had been tormenting them for weeks and vowed to ruin the Icon's final night as an in-ring competitor. The match saw immense heights of physicality reached with bodies flying all over the ringside. It saw ladders being used, tables broken, and every act of torture imagined with so many stakes involved. Moreover, Sting displayed an excellent showing, even to the point of standing upright after going through a table. The Young Bucks were also ruthless than ever, taking out everyone in sight including Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat, who were ringside to support the Icon. The action towards the conclusion of the bout came down to a much handicap match between Sting and the Bucks, but he gave every ounce of his strength to combat the duo. The final moments of the bout saw Darby Allin resurface, assisting Sting with a coffin drop, allowing him to lock in the Scorpion Deathlock to make tap out and secure the last victory of his career. The crowd in the Greensboro Coliseum erupted with joy and admiration for the victors while showering immense love for Sting, while the Icon grabbed the microphone to thank the audience, reflecting on his amazing memories in the Coliseum and thanked Darby Allin for being an amazing partner as he took the final bow. In the end, it can be rightfully said that Sting got a much-deserved storybooking ending he needed to close the chapter of one of the most storied careers in the history of the business. What are your thoughts on Sting's retirement match at AEW Revolution 2024? Do you think he went out in the way he had envisioned? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.